Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. So today we're gonna dive into random number guessing game using Python. So this is a great project for beginners. If you're just starting out with coding, this is perfect for you. So what we're gonna do is write a Python script that will generate a random number, like between 1 to 100. The challenge for the player is to guess that number within a limited number of attempts. Let's say 5 tries. If they get it right, it's good, and if it not, then it has to give them another chance, and if they use all their attempts, then it has to reveal the correct number to them at the end. Okay? So let's dive in to the coding part. So here I've created a main.py file because we need to write the Python program in our .py file, and you can give any name basically. So let's get started. So here first I want to explain in brief what we will be doing. When you look into the problem, you will see that first thing is we need to generate a random number. So for that we are using a random library or a module. Okay, and we will get that number, and now we have to ask user for their input, right? So we are taking input from the user, and then we are performing some conditional statements which will check if the user predicted the number as correct or wrong. Okay, and we will also be having a counter to check like how many attempts the user has taken, and if the maximum attempt has been reached, then it has to end the game and tell the user that this is the correct answer and you lose. Okay, so let's start coding here. First let's import a random module. Okay, so for you to understand, I will take the number. Let's store that random number in a variable named number. Okay, and it's random dot randint, and it will range from 1 to 100 in our case. Okay, so for you to understand, let's print the number. So you can see it has printed 94, and if I run it again it will print 34, because this is generating the random number from 1 to 100. Okay, so you need not worry about it. This we need not show it to the user. We should not show it to the user because this is the number which the user has to guess. Okay, so now let's take an input from the user, and how to do it? Basically we need to create a variable like user is equal to, we are taking input. Okay, and we are asking the user to enter the number. Okay, and now if you see, I can enter some number and we can print it to see if it's being done correctly. See, it's correct. Okay, so now this basically takes in the string as an input. Okay, so it's better to give it like this so that it will convert it to int and then store it here, so that when we perform the calculation or comparison, it will give an accurate answer. Okay, so that's wait a second. Okay, and we have to close this bracket here. Okay, so now what we have to do is let's also have a comparison here. If user is equal to number, then we're going to print it as correct. Okay, else we're going to tell wrong. Okay, sorry. Okay, So yeah, so let's run this and see how it works. I will give 12. It's telling wrong because the number which you have guessed is not correct. Okay, so if you want to get it correct, then you can enable that thing and you can check. The number is 16. So if I give 16, it will give correct. Okay, so this is how our code actually works. Okay, but this is running for only once, right? So you want to have 5 attempts or 6 attempts or 10 attempts or 3 attempts to the user, and you have to ask every time so that it should be in a continuous loop. So for that we are using while loop. Okay, so let's comment this out. Okay, and let's comment this out also. And what we have to do is we have to include this while attempt. Okay, so not equal to tries. Okay, let's create 2 variable attempt and let's give it as like 3 attempts and tries as 0. Okay, and yeah, so this is it, and we all need to append this, and so that this will be inside this. So what this will do, until attempt is not equal to tries, it will keep on asking the user for the input. Okay, if the number is correct, okay, it should print correct and break out, because if he has guessed the correct answer, then he need not again attempt it, right? Because he already has guessed it correctly. And if it is wrong, he has to try it once again. Okay, so but this will give us an infinite loop because we have not incremented the tries. Okay, so else we have to print wrong and we have to increment tries equal to here we can use this, right? That's equal to 1. Okay, so this is it. Let's give some spacing and let's run our code. I will give it as 10, 5, 6, and it has exited because I have attempts as 3. Okay, I have got 3 choices. I have guessed all of them wrong. Okay, let's solve this. I will run it once more. The answer is 22. I will give 20, 21, and now I guessed it as 22 and it's correct. Okay, so what happens if I guessed it 33 correct at the first attempt? It will break out of the loop. Okay, so this is about it. So what I want you to do is have an error handling condition. Okay, where if, for example, if I give it as k, this will give me this error, right? So I want you to handle this error. So try it, and that's all for this video. See you guys in my next video.